All right, let's talk productivity. Are you just drowning in to-do lists? I think we all are. Well, today we're going to ditch the list and talk about building something way more powerful. We're talking about a real, honest-to-goodness AI productivity system that works for you, not the other way around. So, does this sound familiar? You spend the entire day just go, go, go. You're checking things off, you feel busy, but then you look up and it's 5 p.m. and you're like, what did I actually accomplish today? Did you move the needle on the big stuff, or were you just stuck on that hamster wheel of busy work? It's a frustrating place to be.
And that, right there, is the big idea we're digging into. See, a to-do list, it's all about reacting. It just helps you manage tasks as they come in. But a system is proactive. It's designed to create the outcomes you want. And honestly, that little shift in thinking is what separates people who are just busy from people who are truly, truly effective.
Okay, so how do we actually build this thing? What does it look like in the real world? It's probably less complicated than you think. It really boils down to just 4 key pieces that all work together. That's it. Just 4. And we're going to call this whole thing your AI productivity engine. Seriously, I want you to think of it like that, like a high-performance engine. It's something you build and tune up, and then it just runs for you in the background, making everything you do more powerful. So here it is, the blueprint for our engine. We've got the AI workflow engine, which does all the heavy lifting. Then there's the automation framework. Think of it as the nervous system. After that, standardized execution, which is basically quality control. And finally, measurement and feedback, which is how the whole thing gets smarter. Let's dive into each one, starting at the top. All right, component number 1. This is the powerhouse of the whole system, the AI workflow engine. This is where the real fun begins. Now, its main job isn't just about saving a few minutes here and there. It's about getting your brain power back. You know all those repetitive, draining little tasks? This engine takes them off your plate completely. And that frees up your mental energy so you can focus on the big picture, the strategic stuff that only a human, that only you can do. And this isn't some abstract theory, right? We're talking about really practical stuff, like having AI generate the first draft of a blog post, or summarize a huge report for you. Or how about drafting replies to all those samey emails you get? It can even handle that awful back and forth of trying to schedule a meeting. It's all those little cognitive paper cuts that just bleed your focus away all day long. Okay, so we have the engine. Now, how do we connect it to the wheels? That brings us to component number 2, the automation framework. If the first part is the engine, this is the transmission. It's the connective tissue that makes sure nothing gets dropped. Basically, this is the if this happens, then do that part of your system. It sets up these automatic chains of events. So once something kicks off, it just flows all the way to the end, without you having to remember to push it along every step of the way. This is genuinely how you stop things from falling through the cracks forever. And you can see exactly what it does here. Let's say a new client signs up. Boom, an automatic trigger sends them a welcome packet. Or it'll send you timely reminders before a deadline is about to be missed, not after. And maybe the best part, it can handle all those scheduled follow-ups, the polite nudges, so you never ever forget to check in on something important. Okay, so we've got an engine doing the work and an automation system making sure it happens. But how do we make sure the work is actually good? And not just good, but consistently good every single time. Well, that's where component number 3 comes in, standardized execution. This is really your secret weapon for quality. It's all about creating a clear, step-by-step recipe, like a playbook for every single important task. That way, it doesn't matter if it's you doing it, a teammate, or the AI itself. The process is always the same. And when the process is the same, the result is predictable and high quality. And why does this matter so much? Well, first off, it gets rid of so many stupid mistakes. It also means everyone you work with gets a consistent professional experience from you. And maybe best of all, it makes it so easy to delegate tasks because you're not just handing off a job, you're handing off the playbook for how to do it perfectly. All right, we're at the final piece of the puzzle, the one that makes this whole engine get smarter over time. It's component 4, measurement and feedback. This is what turns a dumb, static system into a smart, living one that actually learns. I mean, this quote just nails it, right? You can't improve what you don't measure. It's so true. Without real data, we're just guessing at what to do better. A feedback loop is the only way to know for sure what's working, what's broken, and where you can get the biggest bang for your buck when you make a change. So what are we even tracking here? We're talking about real results. Like, how many hours of deep, focused work did this system actually give me back this week? Did that new email automation actually boost our reply rate? And if so, by how much? How many fewer errors did we have on our reports this month? See, this data isn't just for looking at a dashboard. It's the fuel that helps your engine get better and better. Okay, let's zoom out and put this all together because this part is absolutely critical. If you only have one of these components, let's say you've just got a really cool AI tool for writing emails. You don't have a system, you just have a tool. It's cool, it's helpful, but it's working all by itself. Now, what if you have all four, but they're all separate? They don't talk to each other. Well, then all you have is a list, a checklist of good ideas. They're just a bunch of parts sitting in a box, not doing anything together. But when you snap them all together, when the AI workflows are kicked off by the automation, which follows your standardized process and then learns from the feedback loop, that's when it's not just a list of parts anymore. It becomes a true productivity engine, a machine that builds its own momentum and just churns out great results for you day in and day out. So that's the big picture, the what and the why of this whole system. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, I get it, now how do I actually build it? You're in luck. In our very next explainer, we're going to get our hands dirty and build out your very first AI workflow, step by step. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. As you look at how you work right now, which one of these four parts is your weakest link? Where's your biggest opportunity? Is it the actual AI workflows, the automation, having a standard process, or are you just not measuring anything? Figuring out that one thing, that's your first step to building this engine for yourself. Thanks for watching.